It's Monday. It's morning. And it's macabre. Welcome to Monday Morning the Cobb. Monday Morning the Cobb.
Monday
Where, yeah, we're remixing it because it's almost Easter, and that's when you remix everything, you know?
That's when you bring out the corn on the cob. Everyone knows that.
Everyone loves their Easter corn. My kids are very
Yup.
confused when they go to their friends' houses and there's plastic eggs. And they're
So
like, where is your hollowed out corn on the cob? Where we
so
hide
if you're a
chocolate?
Christian, and Christians, they believe in the Easter Bunny. Get ready.
Amen. Get ready. A new, hot new thing is coming to you.
Easter.
Easter cob. Hey, this is a show where we talk about terrible things.
Yeah, you want to know what's fucked? It's really weird. My significant other, she has Good Friday off, but not the Monday after Easter. Isn't that weird?
Is that weird?
I feel like Easter's the big holiday, and on Sunday holidays you get
Sunday.
Monday off. Yeah, but like every holiday that's ever on a weekend, you get Monday off.
I have every day off. Sheesh.
But like
I'm never working again. More like goodbye day, am I right? See you later, boss.
Yeah, isn't that when the Easter Bunny died?
Yeah, that 2 days later, he popped out of a plastic egg, and here we are.
Yeah, with all that weird plastic grass.
It was a magic trick. And he like scampers off. He's got like an old Slavic voice. I don't know why.
Yeah, it happened in Eastern Europe. There's many people debate where.
It is the Easter Bunny. Everyone's like, whoa. It's not what I thought you'd sound like at all.
Easy, dude.
You do. Usually he's like, you think this is unexpected. Wait till you meet Tooth Fairy. And you're like, damn. There's a whole
dog.
There's a whole ring of them. Yeah. So
easy peasy.
Easter's easy. That's exciting.
Easy, dude. Darce, what'd you do this weekend?
Everyone in my household was very, very sick with a violent stomach bug. So my son was puking, my wife was puking, my daughter was chilling he was just like, hey, let's watch.
Good. She didn't.
Well, that's because she had it the week prior.
Her birthday. Oh, okay. Well, she got it way early.
Yeah. So that's number one. Number two, she turned 3 years old.
Hey, kick her out of the house already.
Yeah, I'm like, you freeloader. And I smashed her head in the cake.
Alpha generation? Alpha generation just expect everything to get handed
honestly, participation trophies for being 3. Anyway, so she turned 3, and I realized she wasn't born yet when we started the podcast. So if you're a longtime listener, I hope that makes you feel weird.
That is strange. That makes me feel very weird.
Yeah, we were like over halfway through the first season when she was born, and here we are. Here we are at the top of the mountain.
The tippity top, baby.
Number 1 podcast talking about Slavic Easter bunnies. I dare you to find another.
Find another. There's definitely one, right?
No.
There's at least one.
No.
You don't think anyone's Slavic with a podcast talking about Easter?
No. Wait. No. Not the same thing. Not Slavic and talking about Easter. Talking about the Slavic Easter bunny.
Talking about the Easter bunny dying and coming back to life while also being a Slavic.
Having a Slavic like accent. I don't even know if that's a Slavic. I don't know what.
Number 1.
We should probably redact some of this because I don't know what a Slavic accent even sounds like.
Yeah,
that's my
Slavic
best guess.
is like ethnic group, so we should probably just say Eastern European because we're not good at accents and we just kind of make a very generalized one.
Yeah. Speaking of redactions, Scones.
Oh yes, so should just talk about it. We got a DM from a listener, super chill, was not calling us out, just letting us know. In our last episode, we said a racially insensitive term. We didn't say it in that context or that way, but it was a term that is used, a derogatory term for African American women in the South. Being 2 New England boys, we had never heard of it, and we're dummies as well. So we're always trying to get better. We apologize that it was said. We did not mean anything by it, and just calling our shot there. But yeah,
calling our shot.
That's not the right way. But
no, I think
the right term.
I think we know what you're trying to say.
Yeah. So just moving forward, getting better. Thank you for letting us know, listener, in a very polite, kind of informative way. Shout out to you. Yes.
So yeah. So that. With that said,
I also got 2 tattoos this weekend and played basketball for the first time in a while, and I feel very close to 30.
Okay, how many? You got 2 tattoos this weekend.
Those tattoos.
You got Tat Capital 2.
Yes, so I got an Eastern European Easter bunny.
Yeah, of course. He pops out of the little plastic
No,
egg?
I got one on just like putting a little gap filler on my arm, and then a
You
one on
got a
my
gap.
chest,
Wait.
which
You got
so
a
like if
Gap
you have
ad
a
on
lot
your
of
arm, and they pay you.
yes,
They pay you every month.
yes,
Is
every
it like
month.
501 jeans,
Do they have? No, that's
or is that
do they
Levi's
carry? I think it's Levi.
or
I
Gap
think
or whatever? What did I say?
I should know this
Where
based
are
on
we?
getting a tattoo, but
Yeah, you should know this based on your tattoo history, whether the 501 fit jeans are a.
but yeah, I got a relatively simple small one on my chest, like right in the middle, and I've never felt that kind of pain in my life.
Ooh, what's
Right on the sternum, I was sweating,
that sounds awful.
and it
What is it? I
the
hope it's
tattoo
something
artist
so
said he had
dumb.
never seen that much sweat on the table where people lie down. Because it's like a doctor. If you haven't gotten a tattoo before, it's
This
like
is
a
a good
doctor's
guy.
table that
Yeah.
has like the paper on it for like
if you've never got a
cleanliness
tattoo
and shit.
before, it's in like a dark neon club in the back
Yeah.
room where you take a stick and whiskey and
they overserve you and
Yeah.
and yeah, so it was
it was a
it
doozy.
really whipped my nay real good, and I sweat real good.
Did you whip your
and
hair back and forth?
I have second thoughts about where I'm gonna get my next tattoo now based on that, because I'm not like I know my tattoo artist, and I was like, dude, I'm not gonna even try to be cool. That was really fucking difficult.
I'm not gonna try to be
insane.
cool.
And because usually I walk in, I'm like trying to be cool because they're all tattoo artists.
Yeah,
and
and
they're
you're
all
like,
covered,
yeah.
and they're like cool, tough guys who get tattoos on their necks, and I'm like, holy fuck.
You're like, yeah, put a Princess Peach on my
There's
left
a
arm.
bucket of sweat under the table right now from me just like having a
Dude, great weight loss
reaction.
program though.
What did you just say?
I said great weight loss program.
Yeah, no, literally, I was exhausted.
Okay, the
afterwards. I thought I
listeners-
ran miles.
And by the listeners, I mean me. I want to know what was it? Am I
It's
allowed to know?
spooky full moon with clouds around it.
Hell yeah. I hope you. It was a quote that says, "Ooh, I hope this doesn't hurt."
Pretty
And,
much. And it's like
spooky moon.
in like a medieval etching style.
That's cool.
Like, I don't know if anyone likes medieval etching art, but I got really into it this past year, and I was like, "This is sick." People,
we watched every episode of
used to be
Gargoyles.
so good. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty sick. Congratulations on making it through to the next round of Where Do We Tattoo You Next? Where we find the most painful spots.
I played a full game or 3 games of basketball, pickup basketball.
Did you win?
Got a good run in, and I don't remember the scores. I won at least one of them. I remember that, but
I remember.
I remember not getting hurt, which is the main focus of winning nowadays.
That's the number one thing.
I don't really think about how well I played or like if we won, what the score was.
I just
It's
woke
just
up with knees.
Ankles, knees, hips, like
It's the reverse
is it all
hokey
there?
pokey when you're 30. You
Yeah,
gotta
it's-
check.
yeah. Instead, you check your Achilles, your knee tendons, and like your groin
Yeah.
muscle.
Oh, amen, brother. Next tattoo spot potentially.
Ooh.
Hashtag groin muscles.
No, I have one pretty close to that, and I gotta tell you that hurt
Papa.
too, baby.
Hey,
It's on my thigh, but it's pretty
it's
big,
a
and it gets
spooky
up there.
sun.
Yeah. It's our number one listener. I won't say who.
Yeah. We looked at the stats and we got your name tatted on our bodies.
Yep.
All right, I got
Your LinkedIn profile is on my back.
the URL and the profile picture.
Yeah, yeah, and a QR code that if you it takes you right to it, and that's not going to age well, but it's there.
Yeah. Okay, Scones, I'm bringing some spooky today. And
Yes!
we're almost 10 minutes in, so it's time to talk
Thank God,
about
because I didn't bring anything.
sheesh.
Talk about hoo-wee.
So this is a article from a website that you might have heard of.
I doubt it.
All that's
Yes, all that's cool, all that's spooky, all that's
allthat.com
all that is internet?
/ Keenan and Kel.
That would be sick.
It's what happened to the reboot. Allthat'sinteresting.com.
Was that supposed to be on HBO?
Yeah, it's a gritty, like dark.
No, I thought there was
Showtime.
talks of it being brought back on HBO.
I don't know if it's on HBO, but
All that's Keenan
Oh, no.
and Kel.com. Oh my God, boys, it's open.
no way.
That URL is open, everybody. If you're a really big Keenan and Kel fan, this is your chance.
Wait. It's allthats.com / Keenan and Kel. That's a big difference.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You gotta say that again.
All right.
Allthats.com.
like the show All That.
/
Keenan and
Kel. It's taking a while.
Ooh, it's gonna 404.
It's taking a while.
No,
hugedomains.com.
All right. Anyway,
what? That domain is for sale on hugedomains.com. Guess how much you have to pay to get
allthat.com? Probably
allthats.com. I didn't even do it right.
$40,000.
No, $2,495.
Okay. That's easy. Easy change.
Someone's holding on to that like someday this is gonna fucking
they're like
pay off.
This reboot. Oh baby. All right, so we're talking about today the ghostly legends of Crybaby Bridges, where the wails of murdered infants rise from the waters below.
That's amazing. Crybaby whale infants like coming up and knocking over bridges. I'm excited.
Yep. Band slang your slim blur
and let the flip blur.
So, in rural areas across the United States, spooky sites known as Crybaby Bridges draw curious locals and countless tourists fascinated by the supernatural. Scony?
I'm fascinated.
Instead of Crybaby Bridges, they should call them Scones Bridges.
I don't think I'm a whoa after that tattoo for sure. But I don't like to think of myself as a tourist fan of the supernatural. I like to think I'm a regular at this point. I'm a local. We're supernatural. 4 seasons in, like how many more do I have to do? We're
townies. How many more episodes do you need?
We are weirdos in the townie bar.
Yep.
Of supernatural
staring
stuff.
at the college kids as they walk in, like, what the hell are these kids doing here?
The bartender doesn't even ask us. They just pour it.
Yeah, he doesn't speak. He's just like has a rag and a glass. And
he just has a black hood and you can't see his face.
Just a bony finger sends them on down towards us at the end of the bar. Named for the local legends of ghostly cries supposedly heard near the bridge. These sites are said to be haunted by the spirits of babies whose mothers tossed them off the bridge or else drowned them in the waters below.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, very spooky.
That is the scariest.
Also, as a father, Scones.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about that layer of this onion.
I mean, oh man, as a father, don't do that.
Okay,
I read the books.
I'm glad we know where you.
Like literally, chapter 1's like, if you see a bridge, keep those doors locked. And I was like, okay.
Because your wife might get out and try to throw it.
Because if you're driving, those baby-proof windows aren't so baby-proof after all.
So if you're a father out there,
hey, shout out,
and you have a wife, make sure who's the mother, or I guess you have the mother of the child. You keep an eye on them when you're on the bridge.
We went like 3 levels deep into the relationship to figure this out.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a YouTube that's the iceberg of Monday Morning.
Yeah, nice. But what spawned these legends? How much truth is there to them? Here's everything you need to know about Crybaby Bridges and the chilling stories surrounding them. Bum, bum, bum.
I am very excited about this because I was concerned about how much is everything that I need to know, need to know about this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm glad they just figured that out for me.
Yeah, they've got everything here for us. It's really nicely done. So, starting off with the weeping waters of a Crybaby Bridge.
Whoever wrote this is a poet.
And you know what? I didn't even say who wrote this. This was written by Neil Patmore and edited by John Kurowski. Published on March 25th, 2023. Recent.
Neil Patmore has excellent writing skills.
Shout out. There are dozens of Crybaby Bridges across the United States. Some, like Sleepy Hollow Road in Kentucky. Whoa, got me there. Rogues Hollow.
Yeah, that was a little hesy though. Sleepy Hollow Road, and then
broke my
Kentucky.
ankles, dude. If this was a pickup basketball game, I would be upset because I'd be injured.
What was the town that Sleepy Hollow is in that we talked up a bunch on that episode? We said it was sick. Everyone should go.
The town that you say that Sleepy Hollow's in?
The town that it's based off of. Remember upstate New York?
Danvers?
We said it's like the shit, and we were like, everybody should go there.
Or not Danvers, that's Salem. That's where Salem really was, not Danvers.
Yeah. We'll figure it out someday.
We'll figure it out. I mean, Sleepy Hollow does exist.
No, I know, but like there was a specific town that what's his name lived in, and we talked about how great it is in the fall. It was a whole joke.
I don't remember, dude.
The
The crack of the bat. So
that also happened since the last episode. Baseball.
So Sleepy Hollow Road in Kentucky, Rogues Hollow in Ohio, and the Helltown Crybaby Bridge in Ohio. Really, it's pretty pop.
Helltown Crybaby Bridge is
Helltown Crybaby Bridge.
My favorite album.
That's my favorite Anthony Kiedis like improvised line. It really delivers on the name front, and while each has its own specific local lore, there are often similarities between the tales. A Crybaby Bridge legend typically consists of 3 key ingredients: a historical bridge over a river or creek, a baby.
Okay.
Most importantly, probably is the baby.
Yes, of course.
And someone, usually the baby's mother, responsible for the baby's demise. In most stories, the mother in some
They're really pinning it on the moms.
Yeah, they really. I was gonna say, as a father scones, it's gotta be the mom. I'll say it.
Darce takes this one. He's trying to get us off his scent.
But I just became so sexist about moms.
At the beginning of the episode, we acknowledge like trying to be better about not being more sensitive,
these moms
and then
we
go the complete opposite way when it comes to gender.
So in most stories, the mother, in some state of distress, decides to throw her baby from the bridge, either because the child is unwanted or deformed, or because she's unable to care for it. Locals claim that you can still hear the baby's cries at night to this day. And
that's such a fucked up situation.
Yeah. None of those...
And I'm even in my head, like I had the fucked up question of like, did they drop it? Did they throw it? Like,
no,
did they put it in something
malicious, it seems.
It's not in like a basket, like Prince of Egypt level.
No, it wasn't like a banana peel slip.
Fun fact, Prince of Egypt, my dad got accused of stealing that movie from our video store when I was a kid, and we got banned.
That's the best way to get... Wait, what? They banned you?
They banned my family from renting movies.
What? Then you walk in one day and the manager comes over and is like, hey, notice something's missing.
And my dad obviously returned it and was like, why would I steal like a movie about Moses? Like,
man, oh man. So yeah, locals claim you can still hear the baby's cries at night to this day, and according to some stories, you can also hear the distraught mother crying out in agony as she looks for the lost child. Which is kind of counterintuitive because it sounds like the mom was doing it on purpose, so like why would she be hanging, you know?
Oh, so you think this most recent sentence paints it as they were like, whoops.
Yeah. Well, that's what it sounds like, but like we all know. I mean, we all know.
I mean, wink, wink, nod, nod, but
I mean, quiet. Anyway, one textbook example of a Crybaby Bridge legend is the one surrounding the Van Zandt Bridge in New Hope, Pennsylvania. The story goes that a woman became pregnant out of wedlock and was disowned by her family.
Of course.
I mean,
that's second only to stealing Prince of Egypt from a video store.
2 cardinal sins in Scones' family are those 2 things. As Atlas Obscura reports, the mother was supposedly so distraught that she flung her child off the bridge and then hung herself from its rafters. Just do the latter before and leave the kid alone. Why not do that?
Get a baby Bjorn. Aren't those the things that...
Problem solved.
Isn't that the thing that sits on your chest?
Yeah, why didn't you just think of the baby Bjorn?
Baby Bjorn, baby Bjorn.
There you go.
Free ad right there.
Debunking the legend of Monmouth, Illinois' haunted bridge. One of the most infamous Crybaby bridges sits in Monmouth, Illinois. The original bridge, which reportedly was made of wood, stood for about 75 years before being moved from its original location in the 1930s.
Yeah, wooden bridges sketch me out whenever I have to drive over.
Yeah, I'm like, wood?
If there's not like metal and concrete, I'm like, how is this happening?
I'm like, is this one of those ones where you step on like a panel and then the real bridge appears? I'm confused. Today, the new single-lane bridge is made of steel and stands above Cedar Creek.
There we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, about 4 miles outside of Monmouth. But even after this location change, local youth have kept the Crybaby legend alive. That is a fun small town, like, the seniors are gonna take the freshmen to Crybaby Bridge.
Yeah, when
You know what I mean? Like the
the
hazing
freshman
stuff.
who's on like the JV team gets like told the
Exactly.
ghost story at the party. Yeah.
And like he's got like good morals, but like he also wants to fit in.
Yeah.
It's
So
the
then he ends
classic.
up disappointing his dad. And
Yeah.
like who comes picks him up and gives him like a heartfelt discussion about how hard it is to fit in but balance good choices.
Exactly, dude.
I've
And
seen this
then-
episode.
Yeah. So this is that episode of Monday Morning with Cobb. According to one legend, radio station Q985 reports a flood caused an elementary school bus to careen off the side of the bridge, drowning every last child on board, which reminds me of Trick or Treat. But to this day, it's said that if someone puts their car in neutral while driving across the bridge at night and it veers towards the edge, the ghostly hands of those children will push the car back to safety. Legend also says that
it's like the opposite of
I thought it was
Trick or
gonna be
Treat.
like I thought it was like the ghostly hands will pull them to the depths below, but it wasn't.
These ghosts are homies, dude. They're looking out.
Gomies. Legend also says that if you sprinkle baby powder on your rear bumper, you'll be able to see the children's fingerprints. That also helps if you're playing pickup basketball.
The baby powder, yeah, for sure. Or
Baby
if you work in
powder
a
on
people who work in a restaurant, no, you gotta have baby powder on hand, baby.
I don't know why that is. What's going on in restaurants?
You're sweating all the time.
If
Kitchens
you're
are very
putting-
hot.
You're putting
and-
your body in the food.
Kitchens are very warm. As you get
Yeah.
older, you got to stay comfortable, got to stay walking, got to stay on your feet if you're in a restaurant. So,
I see.
you know, it helps.
I gotcha. Paranormal investigator Bob Huser,
Whoa!
Huyser. How would you
Huyser. Yeah, Heiser, as my
Heiser?
guess.
Huyser
Huyser.
began investigating the Monmouth Crybaby Bridge legends in 2001. The Review Atlas reports that Huser interviewed senior citizens about their memories of the bridge and also debunked the theory about ghost children pushing the car, explaining
Did he
that
though?
did he though? Didn't stop 9/11, that's for fucking sure. Explaining that the
At
sensation.
all.
Explaining
Isn't that that's like what a crazy thing to be able to accuse people of that is true. What did you do to stop it?
Hey, couldn't help but notice it still happened, dummy. Anyway. Explaining that the sensation of being pushed is caused by a slight incline in the bridge. This is an optical illusion effect due to the way the ground is at the end of the bridge. Although it does not look like it, there is a slight incline, Huser said. I'm making his voice sound like that because, like, why are you ruining the fun, bro?
Why are you interviewing senior citizens to ruin fun?
Okay, hall monitor Huser.
You interview senior citizens to build urban legends, not to tear them down.
Yeah, right? And the handprints sometimes seen on the car afterwards, she explained, are not the imprints left by ghosts, but by humans, caused by the oils people left behind after touching the car. Okay. I think anyone could have probably come up with that one.
Yeah, that's just like that's it could also be like that doesn't disprove it,
Right.
or that doesn't negate the idea of it being ghosts. Like it's
Agreed.
obviously that, but like
Yeah. Nobody said it wasn't. So Huser found no evidence of a haunting at the Steel Crybaby Bridge, and in the late 2021, the bridge reportedly closed permanently due to concerns over the safety of the bridge's structure.
oh
Yeah.
man, COVID got it too.
Yep.
It's like how COVID ruined a bunch of my favorite TV shows that just got canceled because they couldn't do it anymore,
Rippy
dude.
dippy, dude.
Rip Glow, dude, on Netflix.
Sheesh. But because the location of the original wooden Crybaby Bridge was lost to history, she was unable to conduct paranormal experiments there, technically leaving open the possibility that that site may be haunted. Monmouth is an old town, so there are ghosts here, she said. Okay,
True.
very
I
definitive.
know that. I know that game. We're from New England. We know that game.
Bro, you ever been to any old asylum in this state? Hello?
I'm pretty sure like the first episode we ever recorded on the Dyatlov Pass, we were in Darce's parents' home, and it was
it was spooky as hell.
Yeah, there was symptoms of haunting going on.
Got those haunting symptoms, dude.
I remember your bathroom light just turning on for no reason.
Yeah, that was crazy.
And
it doesn't help that my parents don't like fix things that break in the house, but like, yeah.
No, if you want a stuff to be haunted, you
gotta have
leave
faulty wiring. Ghosts love faulty wiring.
They do. It's like a just a toy box for them.
It's a The many Crybaby Bridges of Ohio. Next up.
Many Crybaby. I can't even say that. Many Crybaby Bridges of Ohio.
The many Crybaby Bridges of Ohio.
That's a rhythmic sentence.
There's some nice syllables. For whatever reason, the state of Ohio appears to be a particularly Crybaby Bridge hotbed, boasting several of these legends in towns across the state.
True.
Perhaps the most infamous... Okay, this is weird. This is super weird. Perhaps the most infamous of these is located off Egypt Road in Salem. That's weird that
this is serendipity.
Right? That we talked about your
Both
father being
things.
banned from a video store over the Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt.
And me mistaking Danvers and Salem. And now here we are.
We're in it. We're in this writer's simulation.
Okay, NPR, call us up. We're ready. So, as another Crybaby Bridge legends, one version of the story says a young woman became pregnant out of wedlock and tossed her unwanted child over the bridge after her family disowned her. Classic. Apparently that was the move.
Are these all in the Midwest?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know Ohio was such a hotbed for Crybaby Bridges.
Yeah, it's a hotbed, dude.
It's a hotbed, dude. They got football coaches, and Crybaby Bridges.
Crybaby Bridges. According to WFMJ, another legend says that a toddler once wandered into the water below the bridge and drowned as its distracted parents argued. And today, some claim to have seen the ghostly figure of the father lurking near the site, still looking for his child.
So the dad's a ghost?
Well, I assume the dad died at some point.
Okay.
And it's probably 100 years ago or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that would make more sense. Also, it's so one-sided. The dad cares enough to come back and haunt it as a ghost. The mom the mom got a full night's sleep that night, baby. It's like this article.
Finally, I get the whole king size.
I'm curious to know the author's author's background.
Yeah, it says father of 40.
That's his username.
Yeah. Today, locals looking for a good scare visit the bridge, and they say that if you park your car there and shine your headlights right at midnight, a ghostly mist will rise up from the waters towards you. Others say that if you cross the bridge and keep following the road, you will simply vanish.
Pretty spooky. This is giving Lake Lanier vibes there.
Yeah. Imagine if there's a bridge over Lake Lanier, dude.
Dude, my brother who lives in Georgia texts me probably once or every other month, and is another person mysteriously died at Lake Lanier.
That's crazy, dude.
Since that episode came out, it's been consistently there's an inordinate amount of crazy deaths.
Bananas. Go back and listen to Lake Lanier, gang.
I think is that season 1?
Season 2? Season 1? It's early.
I couldn't tell you.
Our catalog is so tremendous. Today, visitors to this site claim to have heard chilling screams or seen mist, floating orbs, or ghostly figures near the bridge.
Now we're talking. Floating orbs are my wheelhouse, baby, dude.
Yeah. Now, over the years, actually, scratch that. Whether or not these tales have had any foundation in reality, to visit a Crybaby Bridge is to go down roads less traveled. Real or not, haunted or imaginary, dare you cross one at night? Because if you go down to the woods tonight, you may be in for a scare. It's a very R.L. Stein ending to the article.
Yeah. That's one of those things I'd be like, yeah, I'd probably just walk across it. But then if I was actually there at night and it was foggy, I'd be like, I don't know. Why do I have to do this?
Are you sure? Yeah, it's like when I'm like, yeah, I can climb. I can do rock climbing. And then I climb up and I'm like, oh, yeah, I have a crippling fear of heights. And then I'm stuck.
Yeah.
I have to scream for help.
All the rationality in science, just goes right out of your head, and you're like, I don't know, dude.
dumb lizard brain is like, high up bad, and I'm like, I can't control this.
You can't fly, get down.
As I lick my eyeball. So yeah, that's Crybaby Bridges. There's actually 2 more Crybaby Bridges in that article that I didn't talk about. But
I'm gonna become a country artist, and my name's gonna be Crybaby Bridges.
Is
Crybaby
the
blues, baby?
A hyphenated first name or just?
Yeah, it's hyphenated, and I'm a
Crybaby Bridges.
country blues artist.
That is a good ass name for a country artist.
Crybaby Bridges.
You just got like a thistle in your mouth for some reason.
Yep.
That'd be sick.
This one's about floating orbs.
Y'all ever
and a
see a woman toss
hall?
a baby? Yeah, exactly. Crybaby Bridges live tonight on Jimmy Kimmel. So that's Crybaby
Ew.
Bridges. If you guys
be on Jimmy Kimmel.
All right. A different late night host.
I don't like any of them anymore. Not since Conan left.
Yeah.
I do Hot Ones. That's like the best version of a talk show now.
So yeah, guys, if you guys know of any Crybaby Bridges near you, send us footage of you driving across them at night, and we'll send you $1 in PayPal. That's a guarantee.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Scones,
how many
open up your
listeners do
wallet.
we have? What if they all do it?
Listen, 50,000 people can't all send in one video, dude. So
declare bankruptcy.
We're hurting. We need a lot more of these Patreon listeners. Speaking of, check out Patreon for extra content. Speaking of, check out our website, mondaymorningmacabre.com for extra content. Speaking of, check out our Instagram and Twitter, MMMacabrePod on Twitter, Monday Morning Macabre on Instagram, for more content. And if you
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter
to all those who celebrate.
Thank you, boys.
I hope you guys get good peeps, some Cadbury eggs, some like a nice crisp like $5 in an egg. That was a classic.
Yeah, that was that was like the one golden egg that had like the money in it. Money, baby. Check out the Prince of Egypt at your local video store.
Dude, I remember one year for Easter, it was the best Easter of my life, Easter morning of my life for sure. I walked out and in my Easter basket was a used, and I know it was used because my parents left the like big yellow used sticker on it, copy of the Lord of the Rings Return of the King video game on GameCube.
Oh, I was gonna say the GameCube one is so good.
And it was so sick.
That game is so sick.
And it was one of those sick like gifts that you get in the morning and then you gotta go to the
you gotta go to your like
Easter party.
House.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't wanna.
You're like, I wanna save Mordor.
Save Mordor?
Or
what game are you playing?
Okay, I take it back.
Darce
Save
was playing
Middle Earth?
the weird like ripoff he got on Canal Street in New York. Like just like
yeah, you mean the one that's attached to a hit clip and you like plug it in? It's got like a computer's power cable at the back for some reason. Yeah, bring them back.
Talk about the least efficient way to listen to music. You get like one song on a device.
Yeah, but back then
you
had like one song. There was only like one song to listen to at all.
I don't.
Back in 1995. No. Music wasn't invented till 98, dude.
Music wasn't invented until Nirvana Nevermind came out.
If you ask me, bro. So anyway, guys, have a lovely week, and we'll see you next time. We love you. Never change.
Boy.
Bye.